little ones.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you rather be playing outside? I'm just kidding. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here.
Are you a Catholic? Sure.
Oh, do we have more than one? I'm so glad you guys could come today.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Reverend Mother is on her way over here. And I could all have a big favor with y'all, kind of helping me out, putting her in a good mood. So what we're going to do is do the Mount St. Helens cheer. So, for those who don't know the cheer, it goes like this. Woo, 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 woo! All right, so on the count of 3, we're all going to do the Mount St. Helens cheer. 1, 2, 3. Woo, 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 woo! All right. Okay, do we have anyone who can whistle? Any whistlers? All right, I need a cat call. And we're going to do the wave. All right? So, we're going to do the cat call, the wave, and the cheer. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo, 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 woo! All right, I knew you guys could do it. All right, let's get this thing started. Hit it.
And here she is. That's our very own Reverend Mother, Sister Mary Regina.
Sister Robertan, a word. You forgot the safety briefing, dear. Sorry, folks, it'll be just one more moment. Robertan forgot our very important safety briefing. Well, first things first, in case there is an emergency, like a fire alarm going off. The exit is right there behind you. Just go out there and go to the basketball court. Secondly, in case you want to take any photographs this evening, we ask that you please turn off any flash devices. And speaking of devices, you should be turning off. Get those cell phones, folks. I'm going to get mine as well. It's an antique. All right, I think we're all ready to go then.
Reverend Mother.
Hubert! Hubert, is that you? Hubert, you're supposed to have your cell phone off. Hubert!
Reverend Mother. Oh, Reverend. Yes. Where is Sister Amnesia?
Amnesia? Sister Amnesia? There she is. Come on out, dear. Come on out. It's okay. They're not going to hurt you. Look at all the nice children. They're not going to hurt you. Come on, dear. Love children. Have a seat there next to Mary Leo there. She's a little bit nervous. She's a huge mess, is what she is. All right, are we ready to begin? Brings back memories, doesn't it? Oh, no Catholics there tonight. It's all right. It's all right. May we get some light, please? Ah, very good. Ah, there it is. That's Sister Mary Myopia, our archery instructor. Okay, I think now we're ready to go. Well, on behalf of the Little Sisters of Hoboken, I'd like to welcome you to the theatre at Mount St. Helens School. And may we extend our deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for coming out this evening to participate in our fundraising activities. But before we continue, I'd just like to clear up what seems to be a bit of confusion about our set here. You see, our 8th graders are pushing on the musical Vaseline, and I had promised them...
It's Grease.
Oh, it's a Grease. Well, anyway, I promised them I wouldn't disturb their handiwork this evening, so that's why things may seem a bit incongruous at times. Well, we've got a lovely introduction song for you, but first, let us ask the Lord to bless our endeavors. Sister?
Creasti pectora
and she sings and drives the car. Sister Mary Amnesia doesn't know her real name.
A crucifix fell on her head, her memory's gone, what a shame.
Sister Hubert is our novice mistress and our guiding light.
She's second in command and stands at Reverend Mother's right.
Sister Leo is the novice. As the youngest, she's brand new.
And I'm your Reverend Mother, Sister Mary Regina. That's who.
Nonsense is habit forming, that's what people say. We're here to prove that nuns are fun, perhaps a bit risque. We still wear our habits to maintain our magic spell. Though we're on our way to heaven, we're here to raise some hell. Silly girls! Nonsense is habit forming, that's the reason we are up here on the stage tonight, hoping you'll agree. Nonsense is habit forming, hooked in Louie Louie's, we just can't kick it. Cause some folks think wicked. We just can't kick this nonsense, so on with the show.
For those of you who haven't heard what our little fundraiser is all about, we've had a small disaster back at our convent. You see, our cook, Sister Julia, child of God, recently served some vichyssoise soup and nearly the entire order died instantly of botulism.
It was kind of like the Last Supper. Just a little convent humor.
Why, we wouldn't be alive tonight if we weren't off playing bingo with some Maryknolls. What a bunch of cutthroats they turned out to be, huh?
I still think their Mother Superior cheated when she didn't call B15. I thought we had
All
a
right,
relationship.
calm down, sister, calm down. The important fact is, when we got back to the convent, we found 52 of our sisters lying face down in that soup.
Now we had no idea what to do, so we began praying for guidance.
Then I had a vision. It was either St. Catherine of Siena or St. Thomas Aquinas in drag. Well, anyway, I was instructed to use our own Mary Cardelia as a model to start a greeting card company to raise funds. Well, of course I did, and it was a huge success.
So we buried 48 of the 52 dead sisters, and then Reverend Mother bought a VCR for the convent. Personally, I thought we should have buried all of the sisters before buying the VCR, but as mistress of novices, I'm only number 2, and one tries hard not to question Reverend Mother.
And one will try harder in the future. That's right, dear. The important fact is, we had to put those last 4 dead sisters in the freezer.
And Sister Julia, child of God, is having a fit about that.
So that's why we're putting on this little show. We've got to raise enough money to bury those last 4 dead sisters.
We hope you'll forgive the limitations put on us by the loss of so many of our sisters, but if they hadn't died, we wouldn't have to bury them and there wouldn't be this little show in the first place.
But they did, we have to, and there is, so there you are. Now, about a week ago, I held trials for tonight's show, and I chose the sisters whom I felt best represented what was left of us, and I asked each of them to prepare something that best displayed her talent.
But first, we thought you'd be interested in some of the history of the Little Sisters of Hoboken, and that is what this next song is all about.
Now, we started off running a leper colony. I know you probably think that's a bit distasteful, but all the good causes were taken. Well, it all began with... Well, if I tell you about it now, you won't enjoy the song, will ya? What do you say we just sing it? 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ave Maria, it's so heavenly to be a member of a group that's putting on a show. It's great. Although it is a difficult transition, for we started off as missionaries, which of course is obviously much more apropos. When their mission got in trouble and burst their holy bubble,
We were caught in an imbroglio.
and we finally had to go. So we hope you'll understand if we're not absolutely grand, for we feel a little queasy, we're uneasy in this show.
All right, listen up. I'm going to give you the history of our order, and there's going to be a quiz afterwards, so pay attention. Filled with great anxiety, Sister Hubert sailed with me and Sister Robert Ann to a land of that's not right. We took him to join an order working with lepers on an island in the south of France. That's it.
Each of us, as best we could, cut a tree and chop some wood, which then was used for building humble huts for quarantine. When Sister Marky Bonnet finished up the porridge on, we all sat down and waited for the first of those unclean.
And they came from everywhere.
There were Hottentots and rotten tots with baskets on each mother's head.
And Zulus, they concluded, never understood a thing they said.
Ubanjis who were ganging up on natives who were being fed.
And Swazis who were crossing the bushmen in the line ahead.
It was dreadful. The pygmies had their noses stuck in everybody's business, while Watusis had their business stuck in everybody's nose. But the truth of the matter, if you really want to know, was that everybody's business was about to decompose.
Hubert, Robert, Dad, and I are lucky that we're still alive. Our sisters fell to pieces at a devastating rate. When a novice spilled her food, at first we thought her rather rude, till we realized her hand was on the floor, with her fork and her plate.
Wait!
There's more.
The Protestants, it seems, had set out to make our dreams. They had humble huts while they had leper condos by the sea.
Competing for each leper was our mission work in jeopardy, so we devised a plan to avoid catastrophe.
We challenged them to race, thought we'd trump their race. In the 100-meter dash, when we entered Sister Rose, she was victory bound, her shells full of the ground. If it hadn't fallen off, she had won it by a nose.
Poor Rose. Hubert, Robert, Ann, and I managed once more to survive, but this time we knew we were in a truly hopeless spot.
So we packed up what was left, feeling totally bereft. We brought up all the going, but still able to make up.
We came back home to home, broken both with spirits so broken, no one really knew their way full through. Then Reverend Mother prayed, there would be a new crusade, and we were doing great till Sister Julia made that stew. Mondu! Ave Maria, it's so heavenly to be a mother. Sister! Sister! Making our debut in front of you. It's a difficult transition for the missioner's position. Was up till now the only one we knew. It's sad but true. So we hope you'll understand if we're not absolutely grand. But we will do our best to see that you're impressed. We hope we'll pass the test. Now the rest is up to you.
Sister Amnesia, aren't you in charge of the quiz?
Oh, I forgot.
Yes. I just can't seem to get through to her, Reverend Mother.
I know. I keep hoping she'll remember who she is and we'll discover she's a Franciscan.
Sister Amnesia.
Oh. Are you ready now? All right. Now, Sister Mary Amnesia, try to remember what I teach in the novitiate. Gentle, but firm. All right?
Gentle, but far out. Hello. Hello. Can I have some lights, please? Thank you. Hi. Does everybody know what time it is? Well, it's okay, because I always know what time it is. Because at the convent, we have this big clock with the 12 apostles on it. And when the big hand is on the John and the little hand is on the Peter, I hope you guys were listening to that last song because Reverend Mother warned you there was going to be a quiz. All right, I'm going to ask a question, and if you know the answer, raise your hand. All right? Okay. Question number 1. The leper colony was established on an island south of... I'm going to give you another chance. The leper colony was established on an island south of... Oh boy! I need to use this ruler on you. Yes? France! France! Yes! Congratulations! Won a prize. Do you know what your prize is?
No.
No, because you haven't got it yet. This is a St. Christopher Motorist prayer card. Oh, yeah. It says right here on the back, I am a Catholic. In case of an accident, please call a priest.
Okay.
Are you Catholic?
No.
Okay. What are you?
Can be. Methodist.
Methodist.
Well, sometimes Lutheran.
Sometimes Lutheran.
Whichever grandparent I was with.
Okay. That's gotta be confusing at Christmas time. Well, who do you call in case of an accident?
An ambulance.
Oh, it's okay. We'll just scratch out this bit right here and say, I am a Methodist or sometimes a Lutheran, depending on which grandparent I'm with. In case of an accident, please call an ambulance. Yay! Okay! Okay, question number 2. This one's harder than the first question, so I really hope you were all paying attention. Why did the sisters leave the leper colony? Yes?
They lost the race.
They lost the race to who?
The Protestants?
Those Protestants. Yay, she got it right! And you have won a prayer card too. But this one is St. Francis. Now, do you know who St. Francis is? He is the patron saint of animals. That's right, you do know. Okay, see, I used to think they were calling him a sissy, but it turns out St. Francis is from a sissy. Yeah, you got it. That's for you. Oh, thank you. All right, are we ready for question number 3? This one is special from Sister Hubert. Do you think it was wrong for Reverend Mother to buy a VCR before all the sisters were married? Okay, that's not enough time for that way. They have an answer. Thank you, Sister.
And now I'd like to present to you Sister Mary Leo with her interpretation of Morning at the Convent.
I wake up all bleary when I first hear the age-old query.
Benedicite.
Dominus. Thank God we can't speak to each other. I'm not in the mood to be cheery. Put on the tunic and scapular, then the wimple. Look, no mirror, the gimp and veil complete the nun's couture. At an ungodly hour, the bell in the tower signals a warning. We've made it through one more night. It's time to greet a new morning.
point your toes and play once each day.
Sister Mary Leo, that was just wonderful. I sure wish I could dance like you do.
Well, you could have seen a lot more, but Reverend Mother won't let me wear a tutu.
Now, you know how Reverend Mother feels about the traditional habit.
I know. If God wanted everyone to look like people, He
wouldn't have invented nuns. That's right, dear.
But when I planned to enter the convent, I wanted to dedicate my life to God through the dance. If I can't wear a tutu, how will I ever become the world's first non-ballerina?
Sister Leo, have we forgotten about humility? I've always taught the novices that God is on their side when they're looking for the strength to avoid the sin of pride.
I know that being humble is a virtue we hold dear, but how can I be humble and advance in my career?
Sister Leo, your vocation is your career. Would you excuse me for just a second? Sister, I'd like to say something before this goes any further. You see, I've wanted to be a nun ever since I was a little girl. My dream was to enter the convent, work my way up to Mother Superior, and turn the Little Sisters of Hoboken into the Big Sisters of Newark. Well, the first lesson I had to learn upon entering the convent was one does not strive for position, just perfection. Besides, she who humbles herself shall be, she who exalts herself shall be humbled, and she who humbles herself shall be exalted. Reverend Mother is the boss, and so I must obey, but as mistress of the novices, I shine in my own way.
You mean if I'm really humble, I could have a shot and a bit of exaltation with my simple lot?
You got it, kid. The biggest ain't the best. Very often we're impressed by a tiny diamond chip that seems to outshine all the rest. So pay attention now. Here's what you must do. Don't demand the spotlight. Let the spotlight come to you.
I think I'm beginning to see the light.
Oh, remember Sister Hilda, whose endowment was so great.
When she put on her collar, it stood out like a plate.
And one day when the bishop came, she went to the door. As she knelt to kiss his ring, she fell flat on the floor and proved the biggest ain't the best. As the bishop will attest, the Lord tells us the least are often those that are the blessed. So let that be a lesson till you try to understand. The people with the biggest drums don't always lead the band. The biggest ain't the best. Very often we're impressed by a tiny diamond chip that seems to outshine all the rest. So do what you do well.
I know I'll be fine.
Just remember to be humble as we proudly go and smile, baby.
Sparkle, Millie.
Sing out, Louise, and shine.
Sisters, that sounded just lovely backstage.
You know what I call this? Convent Miranda.
Sister, I am appalled. Now you show some respect.
Cool your jets, Rev. I've got another surprise for you.
Another surprise.
Well, when I looked at the program that you arranged for tonight, I realized you hadn't included a solo for me. And so I've been working on a special song, and I thought you could find a spot for it in the show. Listen to this. When I became a nun at a very early age.
Sister Robertan, sister, you are the understudy. Do you realize what a great honor and responsibility that is? You must be ready at a moment's notice in case an emergency should arise. Why, take me for example. I am a Mother Superior, not a musical comedy star.
I realized that from the opening number. Listen, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I'd rather have a spot that is just for Robert Ann. I'm not asking for a lot. The understudy never shines until the star is ill. Then the crowd gets hostile. The star's not on the bill.
Robert Ann, I don't think we should be discussing this in front of our audience.
Reverend Mother, playing second fiddle positively means this kid will never get a moment on the stage alone. Even God forbid if something happened and you did get sick.
Yes?
An understudy part is not my own. Now, I've been reading up on being an understudy, and believe you me, it is not encouraging. This. Who here knows that Dolly Levi's also B.B. Osterball? Carol Channing wasn't sick, so B.B. wasn't called. This girl, Leonard Nimitz, has it on her resume that she understudied everyone. Where is she today?
Well, there's Shirley MacLaine.
Oh, Shirley doesn't count. That was just bizarre. Carol Haney breaks her leg, so Shirley is a star. But that's about as rare as Lana Turner down at Schwab's. It's a miracle when understudies get the starring job.
Well, then you better start praying.
What?
That's miracle.
Oh, give me a break. Playing second fiddle positively means this kid will never get a lead, for everybody knows. Whoever understudied Merman is the gypsy mama permanently ended up as second hand rose.
Reverend Mother, I'm ready!
I've got to get Amnesia ready for her next number. We'll talk about this later.
But my number's ready to go. Just give me a chance. I
No!
doesn't even know her name. I gotta figure out a way to get a solo spot so I can prove to Reverend Mother what it takes I've got. Maybe then she'll understand this feeling in my soul that I deserve a leading role.
You know, in some ways I feel partially responsible for the predicament that has brought us here this evening. You see, our cook, Sister Julia, child of God, never really has been able to get a good handle on her vocation. Why, just last week we had the Monsignor coming over, so I asked Julia if she'd prepare something a little special. Well, a few minutes later I go in the kitchen and she's got the ironing board out. I says, Julia, what are you doing? She says, I'm making pressed duck. Then she says, how do you get down off a duck? And I said, well, how did you get up there in the first place? Who's groaning? Well, I'm telling you, it's not easy. Before this little incident, we had 71 members in our order, but now thanks to Julia, we're down to 19. So I thought if you knew...
You told me I could do this part.
Oh, yes, I did, dear. I'm so sorry. I promised Amnesia she could do this part. Go on, dear. Go ahead.
Hello. I'm Sister Mary. Oh, for a moment there, I thought I might remember. Anyway, I'm here to tell you about what being a nun means to me. And Reverend Mother is certain that if I give a good enough talk, at least one of you will want to join our order. Well, I think it's just wonderful that you want to be a nun, and you think it might be fun to be one of the ones who's a nun. Then the order you would like to select should reflect, I suspect, a desire to perfect all you've done until now. I wish that somehow. I can't stand listening to this. Oh, Sister Marionette! I thought you were in France with the Protestants.
No way, Jose. Girls, if you're gonna be a nun, join an order that still wears a habit.
Oh, but sister, I know we still wear our habits to retain our magic spell. But you and I both know a habit does not a nun make.
Get real. Hit it, sweetheart. It's really very simple. With a wimple you'll learn instant respect that you don't have to earn. You move right up in line without waiting your turn. Virtues like patience are not our concern.
Oh, but sister, I thought virtue was always our concern. Think about our solemn vow. There are three you must espouse: poverty, chastity, and obedience now.
What the hell you trying to do? Make me go deaf?
Sister, you can't go deaf. Everyone can see. Nuns don't have ears. Let's start with poverty. Empty your purse. Poverty makes being poor even worse. Granted, it's not so extreme for a nun. We may not be starving, but still it's not fun. Not fun, 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 fun. Not fun, 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 fun. Not fun, 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 fun. Poverty's not
What do you mean poverty's not fun? You can't deny you live like you're in Beverly Hills while Mother Superior pays all your bills. Wake up, smell the coffee, girl, our lives are first rate. From a nun's point of view, poverty's great.
Well, what do you mean poverty's great?
Don't you get it? We can have everything. We just can't own it.
Oh. Chastity is where we found our postulates are losing ground. You must be celibate.
You can't screw around.
Sister! Obedience is number 3. You cannot question what will be. If you have no opinions, the living is easy. Oh, I think I'm beginning to remember something.
Yeah. And the cotton's jumping and the fish are high. Can we get back to obedience? If pain can make you perfect, then this vow is for you. Every time you disobey, they beat your ass black and blue.
Sister! The confessionals where she belongs. Everything she says is wrong.
Sister's just jealous 'cause I stole her song.
Dedication and commitment.
You're so full of
Don't finish your one.
no habit, no ticket to fun. Get the hook.
Why didn't anybody tell me she brought that puppet?
Don't look at me.
Who knew? You knew. I know you knew.
Well, I knew about the puppet, but I didn't realize that
But
she
what
was...
if we have some plainclothes nuns in the audience? I certainly hope no one was offended.
Please don't let this affect your generosity this evening.
Yes, really.
Did I miss anything?
Just the boat, dear.
We don't have a boat. Sister here drove the car.
Amnesia. Reverend Mother was just saying that she didn't know when the health inspector might be coming around.
Oh, he came this afternoon.
What do you mean he came this afternoon? You've been here all day practicing with us.
Yeah, but he called yesterday.
What? Oh, Amnesia. Why don't you tell me these things?
I
forgot. Well, this is just great. Go and phone the convent and see if anything has happened. Oh, Hubert, this is awful. I thought I told you to make sure she reports everything to me.
Now, don't you blame this one on me. You're the one who bought that VCR.
Well, you know very well. There wasn't enough money in... Hey, stop that! Turn it off!
Reverend Mother, I got the answering machine.
Well, what did it say?
Hello, you've reached the convent of Mount St. Helens.
Amnesia, skip ahead.
Sorry that I heard another message to and Sister Mary Eugene was pulled into the Board of Health for questioning.
Oh, Amnesia! Now you've really done it. What a fine mess you've gotten us into.
I'm sorry, Reverend Mother, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Oh, Regina, you didn't have to be so hard on her.
Well, you know I didn't mean it. Go and see if she's all right.
Okay.
Telling you folks, it's not easy being a Reverend Mother these days. Being a leader in these permissive times is nearly impossible. Take Robert Ann, for example. When she got to our convent, they told me that she was streetwise. Now, I thought that just meant she knew how to get around town. This girl knows things that you don't see on cable television. Why, just the other day, she says that she's writing a book for her gym class on feminine hygiene. Do you know what she's gonna call it? The Catholic Girl's Guide to an Immaculate Conception. Tell ya, it's not easy. Sometimes I wonder why I ever became a nun in the first place. I didn't have to, you know. You know, the other sisters don't know this, but I started out as a tightrope walker. Yes, I'm not making this up. My mother and father had a high wire act. 2 tons on a tightrope they were billed as. My whole family is a bit on the hefty side. Well, my father promised us that if we practiced really hard, we could be better than the Flying Belendas. All us kids were in the act. Well, all except Mary Claire, that's our sister. She took up with a contortionist, and one night they were trying out a new position when, whoop! Excuse me, I was telling you another story. I was telling you about the act. Well, we got this big gig in London, and we had a wire stretched across the river with no net, mind you, as a publicity stunt. Well, 2 tons on a tightrope was up there, the wire snapped, and 2 tons in the Thames. Right then and there, I promised the Lord that if he would save him, I'd become a nun. Well, how was I to know he was gonna come through? I thought they were goners for sure. But, since the Lord kept up his end of the deal, I figured I'd better keep mine. So here I am. But you know, now that I'm here, I really wouldn't have it any other way. But still, I gotta tell you something. I see the spotlight, and though it's not right, I simply can't resist its core. Some nuns can go at the parish door. Turn up that spotlight and I'll have a ball. I lose my head then, I know I'm dead when I start to hear that laughter roar. It really wasn't all that long ago that I was up there in that spotlight below. Dalai Lama. Take me home. Good to be in front of an audience again.
Oh, well, you're turning out to be a regular Sophie Tucker.
Was she Reverend Mother too?
Not quite, dear.
Lilacs!
What?
Lilacs!
All right.
Lilacs.
Oh, lilacs. They are just beautiful. Where did they come from?
Here's a card.
Why, they're from the Ladies' Altar Society wishing us good luck.
How sweet of them.
These sure do bring back memories. Every time I smell lilacs, I remember my first romance. I was putting on a ballet in my backyard when I fell in love with a dance.
Every time I smell lilacs,
I remember that very special day when the bishop came and gave me my new name.
Hubert, I thought I was gonna die.
Wait a minute, Amnesia, I have an idea.
If lilacs make us remember things that happened long ago, maybe the fragrance will take you backwards in time to a place you know.
They smell very nice, it's true, but they don't remind me of anything. Wait a minute. Yes, they do. They do. I'm running through the field with the neighbor kids, and I hear Mom calling me to go. The car is running, hurry home. But I can't remember who.
Robert Chan, get down from there right now. This is not the Wizard of Oz. Who do you think you are, Margaret Hamilton? Listen, Missy.
Wait a minute, I have something important to tell you.
Well, what is it?
When I was in the girls' locker room, fixing my veil, I found this. I think one of our students has a serious problem.
What kind of serious problem?
Now, I know all about these things. I need to explain to you.
Well, you
what's
can
in the
explain
bag.
nature right now. We've got to get ready for the first act finale. Get ready for the first act finale. Robert John, we will talk about this later.
But Red,
Get that thing out of your veil. I'm melting. I wish she could. Sorry, folks, for the delay. It'll be just one more moment. Now, what is Robert Ann going on about? Why, it's only brownies. Well, sure, some of our schoolgirls are a bit thick around the waist, but I don't think I'd call it a serious problem. You know, with all this running around organizing this fundraiser today, I plain forgot to eat lunch. Maybe I'll just have a little nibble. I've got no blood sugar. Nice, hey, that's tasty. Sister Julia, child of God, could learn a thing or two from whoever made these brownies. What is that? Is that mint? Why, I've never had a mint brownie before. Doesn't really taste like mint. You know, you might find this hard to believe, but back when I was a young girl growing up in Killarney, I had a bit of a weight problem myself. Yes, I'm not making this up. Of course, later on I found out I just had big bones. Of course, Hubert likes to say, those are some big bones in your stomach. She can be a real jerk. Excuse me. A little hot in here? A little hot in here. It must be those lights. Oh. In a moment. In a moment. Shortly, we're gonna get you back to none more. No, that's not right. The breakfast nuns, no. 10 things I hate about nuns. Oh, there's more than 10. Andre, what show is this?
Nunsense.
Nunsense?
Yeah.
What a stupid name. Who thought of that, Robert Ann? She thinks she's so clever. Hey, you want one of these?
No, thank you.
I'm going to take some back to the convent.
You do you.
Oh! Hello, come in! Oh, hey! This looks like a steering wheel. It's a miracle! Someone put me on a donkey and checked me to the manger. Oh. I'm stuck! I'm really stuck! Well, nobody rush up here to help me or anything. It is myself. I'm shedding winters in the Poseidon adventure. I really am a very skinny girl in the water. You know what I want?
Regina! Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, would you get up from there?
Hubert! I've fallen, and I can't get up.
All right, well, let's get you up. All right. Come on. Bend with the knees. Come on. Are you covered up, Regina?
Oh, it's funny. The hungrier I seem to get.
I guess it does that to you. Okay. All right. Turn off that spotlight.
Wait, I'm not supposed to.
Oh, yes, you are, Joe.
Oh, what's going on? Reverend Mother got high. But I told her that stuff makes you fly.
And you're gonna cry?
Hey, I didn't tell her to eat them.
All right. Come on, all of you. There's been a slight change to what's about to ensue.
I thought we were doing that song in Act 2.
Well, we did, but it's not. We gotta do it now. If ever you are tempted to transgress, remember this. An idle mind is where the devil works. So in my analysis, if busy hands are happy hands, then dancing feet are bliss. So tackle that temptation with the time step, not a one step over, two step but a time step. Stop, hop, flip, flap, or in your touch shoes. You can face the devil out and shout the good news. Oh, tackle that temptation, tackle that temptation, tackle the
out the spotlight, 'cause this is not quite what we expected we would do. So we're gonna take a break. Please come back for heaven's sake. There's a lot more in Act 2. Until
Such a good little Catholic boy. Catholic boy.
He said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, Sister Hubert, can I tell a joke?
Oh, sure, why?
Okay. What do you call a nun in a wheelchair?
What do you call a nun in a wheelchair?
Virgin Mobile. Oh, Sister Hubert, I have a joke. Can I tell it?
Do you remember it?
Yes.
Okay.
What did Jesus say at the Last Supper?
What did Jesus say at the Last Supper?
Everybody who wants to be in the picture, get on this side of the table. Oh, Sister Hubert, tell your joke.
Oh, all right. Why did Moses wander the desert for 40 years?
Why did Moses wander the desert for 40 years?
He was a man, and men never ask for directions.
That's why I'm here. Are you out there, Sister Hubert? Enjoy.
Yes, sister, what is it?
What is she doing?
Here, come up here. Keep on talking, folks. We'll be starting in just a minute. I've just been informed that Reverend Mother is still in the girls' locker room, performing an act of contrition. I guess this means the understudy is on. Why don't you go and get ready for the next number, and I'll handle everything here.
Are you sure you're all right?
No problem. All right. Now that I have you alone for a few moments, I thought I'd share something with you that I think you'll get a kick out of. And that's some more of my habit humor. I bet you're wondering what nuns like to do in their spare time. Well, this particular nun likes to create other nuns. For instance, Sister Pocahontas. Yodeling-hee-hoo, Sister Heidi. Twisted Sister. Attila the Nun. Oh, here's one of my favorites. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Oh, now this one's going to take a few minutes, so bear with me. How about some mood music? Sometimes I do these for my students. I love to laugh. So I get through to them, you know, by being funny. I teach the 7th grade. Whew, a rough age to be. I ought to know. When I was in 7th grade, I was sent to St. Clair's School for the Deplorable. Alright. Just about a final impression of the evening. That up there. Alright. Classic from the South. I don't know nothing about birthing no babies. Let's not tell you-know-who about this. Reverend Mother doesn't always appreciate my methods or my behavior. But you gotta understand, I'm from Canarsie. You know where that is? Brooklyn. Yo, mama, how you doing? Scoochie Lee. You had to be tough. And I was one tough kid. See, my dad was not around much. My mom had 2 jobs, so we kids, we were alone a lot. We were always in trouble. But that's okay. Things have worked out. My background's even helped me out a little bit. Not only do I drive the convent car, but I can strip it faster than any mechanic in Hoboken. Sometimes my friends, they really can't believe that I'm a nun. But I gotta tell you why. It's all because of Sister Rose Francis. She was the head of St. Clair's. Boy, oh boy, she was something else. She was the one person who made me feel like I was worth something. I want to be just like her. Sometimes I wish I was back at St. Clair's. Things were really different then. It was a long time ago. At St. Clair's School, religion class began with Mass each day. It was said in Latin then. That's how I learned to pray. The nuns appeared in black and white, and so did every rule. Things were either wrong or right at St. Clair's Catholic School. Hosanna in excelsis, excelsis, excelsis. But then the rules began to change, and many lost their way. What was always black and white was turning shades of gray. Holy, 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 holy Lord. The Mass is said in English now to make us more aware. Confusion seems to reign supreme like God is everywhere. The church is quite progressive now, though people ridicule the fact that things are optional. It's hard to find the rule. Through it all, I've often said those ancient Latin prayers that I first learned when growing up. Catholic at St. Clair's, Hosanna in excelsis, in excelsis, in excelsis,
This is a catastrophe!
What's the matter with you?
This summons just came. That's what's the matter with me.
Can't be that bad.
Oh no? Take a look.
Oh, we've got to clean out the freezer.
By tomorrow morning, 'cause the Jersey Board of Health has sent the final warning. They're not buying our line of dead nuns. Rise and shine, we must comply or face a fine. We've got to clean out the freezer, 'cause they know we're the ones who have refused to start defrosting those poor blue nuns. The time has come to send them off to their reward and let them greet the Lord. Heaven awaits, so pack up in crates and tell St. Peter they'll be at those pearly gates, and tell them these are nuns on ice that we are certain didn't sin, and we'd be very grateful if he'd let them come in. We've got to clean out the freezer by tomorrow morning. Someone holler to Gabriel to blow his horn, and when the saints go marching through that heavenly door, tell them there's gonna be 4 more. We've got to clean out the freezer and defrost
Leo, who is it?
Sister Mary Euthanasia.
Our nurse.
She says Sister Julia, child of God, has tried out a new Chinese dish. Chicken with Mentos or something. Anyway, it backfired and now she's in the hospital getting her stomach pumped.
Oh, Lord deliver me. Is she coming to do the show?
Is she coming to do the show? No.
No. Oh,
That means I can do my number.
I don't think so. It's all right. I will just have to do Julia's part for her. Now I'll need that book. Has anyone seen Julia's book?
I forgot it. I left it in the station wagon.
Amnesia, I've got to have that book. Will one of you please go and get it?
I'll go.
All right, all three of you go.
You know what's funny? We haven't had to stoop to a single penguin joke.
Oh, Hubert, we've got nuns in the freezer. Sister Mary Eugene is down at the Board of Health. And I don't know Julia's part. What's a Reverend Mother to do?
Every time you have to face a crisis, who's the one who helps you muddle through?
Alright, I confess it, just the truth is I couldn't do this without you.
Hey!
We're just a couple of sisters, plain as we can be. Just a couple of sisters who discovered harmony.
Oh, sure, I could go solo.
Going solo can be fun, but when two solos get together, they harmonize as one. None. We're just a couple of sisters out here having fun.
The mistress of the novices.
And Reverend number 1.
Oh, it's true, I am in charge here, but I know I'm not alone. And as long as Sister Hubert has her
Harmonizing tone. I train all the novices and do it on my own, 'cause I know Reverend Mother's near a stepping stone.
A stepping stone? A stepping stone to what, Hubert?
Oh, Regina, it was just a rhyme. You see, the only other word I could think of was overgrown, and I know how sensitive you are about your weight.
Hubert, I'll have you know I'm not fat. I simply retain water.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lake Superior. Let us walk together, and we've got it all.
The melody.
The harmony, St. Peter and St. Paul. All we need is Mary, then we'd have a singing group.
Every Tom and Dick and Harry is a Mary in this troop. Sister Mary Thomas.
Sister Mary Richards.
Sister Mary Harold.
Sister Mary Nolan. Sister Mary Martin. Sister Mary Pickford. Sister Mary Sunshine. Hey, we're on the road.
Sister Mary Humphrey. Sister Mary Esther.
Sister Mary Widow.
Sister Elspeth.
Sister Mary Poppins. Sister Merry Christmas.
Sister, that's enough of this Mary stuff.
Just a couple of sisters and what you call we're fun. Who come to entertain you by singing up a song. Swanee,
How I love ya.
I love Reverend Mary. We're just a couple of sisters, plain as we can be. Just a couple of sisters who discovered
Thank you. And now,
Presenting the dying nun.
my nun. Now get her out of that thing.
Oh, it was just a joke.
Well, it wasn't funny. Who do you think you are, Sally Field?
Yes. And they liked me. They really liked
Hubert! Stop that, she'll see you.
Oh. Whew. Well, it was pretty funny.
It wasn't. Bad enough I've got to contend with Robert Ann. Now she's corrupting our novices.
Oh, she's not that bad. At least she's not in jail.
It's not worth discussing. We've got more important things to discuss. Like the publication of this book. What with the BBM?
Well, oh, Reverend Mother, I'm sure some of these good people might have brought their non-Catholic friends, so we might want to explain to them that the BVM stands for the Blessed Virgin Mary.
I was getting to that.
Oh, Reverend Mother! You look like the Pope!
Oh, Regina, do your Pope imitation.
No, stop it.
Oh,
Yes?
yeah.
Oh, you want to see the Pope imitation. She could do it in Italian as well. Oh, beautiful.
Now, let's talk about this book. As you can see, it has a beautiful cover featuring our Blessed Mother in her chef's hat and apron. Wait till you see this. You're gonna love it. Oh yes, Amnesia has designed a stand for the book. Did you make that, dear? She made that. All by herself. All by herself. Nice house. Nobody home. Oh, Amnesia, look, it's an angel. All clean. Well, shall we take a look at this book then?
Oh, why not?
Oh, I can see the main section is just chock full of unusual recipes, especially suited for the Catholic kitchen. Why, here's Caesar Frank's Panis Angelicus, a delightful taste treat consisting of anchovies wrapped around 2 hot dogs and served on a slice of angel food cake. Has anyone ever eaten this stuff?
Why, no. We just saw the book today. I thought you were supposed to go over this with Julia.
You thought I was going to go over it, but I thought you were going over it.
No,
with her.
I thought you were going to go over it. And you
Okay,
said
well, it's too late now, isn't it?
in a word, yes.
We'll just go on then. Oh, look at this. The mortally sinful devil's food cake.
If you eat that, you'll go to heaven.
Sister!
Oh, here's one. Mary Magdalene tarts. I'll bet you they're easy.
And sheep.
Oh, look, here's a recipe. Oh, here's one for Boy Scout treats.
Oh, well, why don't you read that one, Amnesia? Out loud, dear.
Oh, yeah. Boy Scout treats. First, get 12 brownies, real hot.
Oh,
Happens sometimes. What? Oh, look at this. Historic recipes.
Ooh.
Barbecue ribs St. Joan.
Oh, that Julia, she's a real killer.
Well, this looks pretty good here.
Oh, yes. Turkey stuffing a la Marshall Lewis.
Must be a friend of Julia's.
Must be. It says you take 1 package regular stuffing mix,
1 package of stuffing mix,
1 onion minced,
1 onion,
1 cup of unpopped popcorn,
unpopped popcorn,
mix it all together,
mix it together,
stuff it in your bird,
stuff it in your bird,
put your bird in the oven,
bird in the oven,
400 degrees,
400 degrees,
and when his arse blows off, he's done.
and when it's that hot,
Reverend Julia!
holy smoke!
she's included the recipe for that soup.
What?
Look, right here, vichyssoise soup.
Well, the recipe isn't poison, is it?
Well, how should I know? We can't sell this now.
Well, what are we supposed to do? We were counting on the money from those book sales.
I could do my tongue percussion.
I can do my fire baton!
No fire baton.
What, may I ask, is tongue percussion?
Can I do it? No. I don't believe this.
What?
I'm caught in the middle still, playing second fiddle while you tell poison recipes. You completely disregard that I've worked very hard on a song.
Well, then sing it, Louise. Yes. Now get up there before I change my mind. You're like I'm back to the never colony the way things are falling apart here.
How could Julia be so stupid?
How could I be so stupid?
Let me count the ways.
When I became a nun at a very early age, I had to choose between the convent and a life upon the stage. So when Reverend Mother said we're putting on a show, I must tell you, I was thrilled to death. I couldn't wait to go. Well then, to my surprise, Reverend Mother couldn't see what is so obvious. The stage is meant for me. Money and fame I do not desire. I only want to sparkle. I don't want to start a fire. I don't care if I'm ever rich or famous. I just want to be a star. I don't care if you know what my name is. Right? I just want to be a star. I want to be the nun who makes you cheer, the nun who's out in front instead of in the rear. For once I want to lead the band and have the crowd in the palm of my hand. I don't care if I'm ever rich or famous. I just want to be a star. When we began this show, they were really green. They didn't know a chorus line from a chorus queen. They didn't realize that in the chorus line, you never forget to start your stuff. You never really shine. I don't care if I'm ever rich or famous. I just want to be a star. Sure, it's true that my only claim to fame is I got what it takes to be a star. And though my vows of poverty means I can't make a fortune, but when you're 80, sitting on the porch in the old nun's home, and they ask who you are, I just want to say hi. I was a star. I don't care if I'm ever rich or famous. I just want to be the chorus line is left for me. I want to be a star. Where did you know? Fuck your own damn car. I wanna be a star.
Well, you're no help at all. Well, well. Our little sparkler turned out to be quite a firecracker.
Sorry, Reverend Mother.
Well, that definitely was a surprise. Robert Hand,
Yes.
you were sensational.
I was.
Yes. That'll be 6 Our Fathers and 700 Hail Marys.
Got some alone time now. Where are you?
Okay.
Oh, Sister Leo, why don't we play some music? It'd be fun to dance. Oh, this is a really good song. I learned this back in New It's easy. No, dear.
Can I do it?
Yes, it comes with instructions. You just listen really close. To the right. We're gonna walk to the right. And then we're gonna kick it out. Not so high. And then just walk it out. Walk it out. And just repeat.
The world's first hip hop nun. Could you die? Oh, I don't think that was supposed to happen.
I know.
What do we do now?
Well, why don't you tell her one of your stories?
Oh, they don't want to hear one of my stories.
Sure they do, don't you? Come on. You want to hear one of her stories?
Oh, do you remember the one I was telling you last week?
Yeah. Do you remember it?
Yes.
Good. Take it away.
Before the first bell rings, I lie here wide awake, just wondering all kinds of things, like who I am or what I'd be if I were not a nun. Oh, I suppose I could be anything. But if I could be anyone,
I'd like to be a country singer like Loretta Lynn with the deluxe Winnebago that I could travel in. I'd have wigs like Dolly Parton. I might even pierce my ears. I'd have rhinestones studded cowboy boots and a sequin gown from Sears. And I'd have me some backup singers and a genuine
must say a little thank you prayer that it all turned out this way.
Wait a minute. I remember hearing about the Sister Mary Paul when we were in France, but when we got back here, no one knew what happened to her. And then you showed up and all you could tell us was a crucifix fell on your head. So you're Sister Mary Paul. Yeah. Well, there goes our hope she's a Franciscan.
Do you remember everything?
Yes. I was on my way to Nashville to become a big famous country star. And then, I don't know, I just felt this calling, like I'm sure the rest of you all felt. And then I decided to come here and become unimportant like all of you.
Wait a minute. Sister Mary Paul is the name of the sister that won the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes and they could never find her. That's you! Saints be praised for free!
That means I can bury the last 4 dead sisters.
So we can get a 36-inch screen for the VCR.
And I helped.
I was really starting to worry about defrosting those girls tomorrow.
And Jersey smells bad enough as it is.
Sister!
It just goes to show that the Lord does indeed work in mysterious ways.
First, we're desperate.
And then we're rich.
You just never know what the Almighty has planned.
Today, Mistress of Novices. Tomorrow,
the world will be saluting the first nun ballerina.
That's right there. The important part is that now we can bury those last 4 dead sisters and send them on up to claim their heavenly rewards. And we can continue to work on our own heavenly rewards.
Yes.
Because you know, each and every one of us has the potential to become a saint.
and you know something? It's not that hard to be a saint. All you've got to do is pick a saint to emulate who most embodies you, and figure out what makes that saint the idol of today, then follow in those footsteps, and you'll earn the right to say, I'm holier than thou, and I've got the Spirit now. I feel like I'm in heaven 'cause I'm holier than thou. I'm holier than thou. I've got the Spirit now. I thank God Almighty that I'm holier than thou. See how easy it is? All right, now somebody pick a saint.
Saint Bernadette.
Excellent choice, sister. Bernadette of Lourdes can be easily achieved. She said she saw a virgin, which of course no one believed. People said she lost her mind, there was no lady there. So go and find a virgin and come back here and declare, I'm holier than thou. I've got the Spirit now. I feel like I'm in heaven 'cause I'm holier than thou. I'm holier than thou. I've got the Spirit now. I thank God Almighty that I'm holier than thou. Sisters, could you help me out here? All right.
be a bit severe.
I think I'll live it so I can stay in here. I'm holding you now. I've got the spirit now.
Feel it.
I feel it coming heavy 'cause I'm holding up that now.
I'm holier now. I've got the spirit now. I think God Almighty that I'm holier than thou. All right. There's something else I want to tell y'all, okay? You can be St. Anthony and God lost and found. If you're in torture, St. Agnes was renowned. Mary Magdalene was perfect for hooker with a dream. With God, all things are possible. Nothing's too extreme.
I'm holding up that now. I'm holding up that now. I'm holding up that now.
All right now, good people. When you leave here tonight, we want you to go home and pick a saint so you can get down to get up and get on that road to heaven. All right? Now, can we put your hands together, please? Can I get an amen? Amen. 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 I'm holding up now.
I've got the spirit now. I feel like I'm in heaven 'cause I'm holding up and now.
I'm holding up now.
I've got the spirit now. I thank God Almighty that I'm holding up now. I'm holding up now. I've got the spirit now. I feel like I'm in heaven 'cause I'm holding up now. I'm holding up now. I've got the spirit now.
I said I feel like I'm in heaven. I said I feel like I'm in heaven.
Why, sister, why?
Because
Why?
because I'm holy.
Nunsense is habit forming, that's what people say. We're here to prove that nuns are fun, perhaps a bit risque. We still wear our habits to retain our magic spell. Though we're on our way to heaven, we're here to raise some hell.
Said it, sister!
Turn out the spotlight, 'cause when we got light, all that we can say is it really has been fun. Thank you each and every one. It's time to end on play by the way.
right now.